Models 1 and 2. Now you'll see we've devised the whole program based around 3 cornerstones or foundations, or what we're referring to as models, to help you understand how everything connects and get the most from the program. Now the 3 models are, I'll go through them in detail shortly. Your 8 health buckets is the first one. The second one is the emotional frequency chart, which you can also see behind me on the board. And the third one is your mind, body, spirit connection chart. Now they're all in the pack and you're easily downloadable. Now the mind, body, spirit connection chart is for the advanced habits. We go through that in detail in the prologue. So I'll just put it to one side. Now what I want to walk you through are the 2 models that you see all the way through the program. The very first one, your 8 health buckets, is something that we've devised ourselves to get you to focus on what we believe are the 8 key areas of health. We from our experience, we tend to find people focus on a narrow spectrum when it comes to health, mainly to do with their physical body, and miss many other elements that are very, very important. Because the program is based around health and well-being for mind, body and spirit, many people focus purely on the physical body. Easy mistake to make, but there are many, many areas that get neglected that we want to make sure we cover everything. So the model is there's 8 buckets. Now it's metaphorical. The idea is that there's 8 key areas. The bucket you fill with water. The water lubricates that part of your health and well-being to make you function well. Now each bucket metaphorically has a leak in it, so if you neglect it, it starts to drain away and then ultimately will cause you problems. So you've got to continually put water in it to keep it replenished and keep it working well for you. Okay, yep, so it's a metaphor, and as a reminder that you've got to do it continually. Hence we've developed the whole program as habits, so you continually input in all 8 areas. So the top line, what we've done, we've called it the tangible zone. Tangible because the outside world can see this to a degree. The very first one, probably the most important one, is your physical health. That's what the outside world can see, and that's where most people naturally think about when we talk about health. The essential habits 1 to 11 pretty much take care of the physical health in a very, very big way. The second one is financial health. Because of the way the world's organised, we all need money to live. Therefore, it's important to pay attention to your financial health. We cover that in 22. Habit 22 is specifically for your financial health, to your thoughts around money and to get the most out of your finances. The third one on the top line, tangible zone, is your vocational health. The reason we've got it on the tangible zone is because this is what the outside world can see to a degree, as in this could be your main job, your hobby, your second business. But your vocation is really what your soul wants to do, contribute to humanity. If you're doing it as your main job, that's wonderful. If it's a hobby or you're doing it in some way, brilliant. That's what we really want to nurture. Habit 15 takes care of that. Now, I'll come to the middle line in a minute. The bottom line is what we call the connecting zone. Very important. First bucket here, the bottom left, is your divine sexual health. Nothing to do with sexually transmitted disease or anything like that. No, this is tapping into what we refer to as the elixir of life. There's a power, divinity, through sexual means that is, feeds your physical body and your mind and soul when you tap into this. Very, very important. People who don't are missing out. Doesn't matter if you're single or married, you can still do this one. Habit 11 takes care of that. Often missed by so many people because they don't understand the importance of it. Okay, and it's a very good habit. Most people thoroughly enjoy that one. The middle at the bottom is your social family health. Very, very important as human beings that we connect with the world around us, the people around us, because it nourishes our soul and well-being. And the bottom right is spiritual health. Maybe heard the phrase, for what profits a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? How we go through life and what we do It's very important that we feel it in our heart and soul, that we nurture it so we get level of fulfillment and satisfaction. There's multiple habits in the advanced habits that take care of this bucket, but it's got to feel right, feel as though you're contributing, that raises your energy and uplifts you. So it's a connecting zone. We've got to connect with spirit, our soul. We've got to connect with humans around us. We're social bunnies, and we recommend everybody connects with their divine sexual health. There's a huge amount of power and life force in that we can all tap into, and it's very enjoyable. Now, the middle zone, we call it the feel-good zone. It's your emotional health and mental health. Your mental health is how you see yourself, self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth. It's basically how you view yourself and feel about yourself is your mental health. Your emotional health is how you're feeling at any given time based on anything that's happening in your life. These two go hand in hand. You raise one, the other naturally goes up. This is the heart of the operation. We put it in the middle because every single habit in the program, all 22 habits, raise both of these. So you see we've done it, as we go into each habit, we've put which is the primary buckets that you're filling from that particular habit. Some will only fill one primary habit, some will fill multiple. We've also put the secondary habits. So certain habits will look after your physical body, but of course your emotional and mental health are raised by this. So that is the most important, those two buckets are the most important of all, but every single habit, every time you do it, raises those. So the whole program takes care of your mind, body and spirit, holistic health, incrementally by taking care of those throughout the whole program, as you'll see. So that's interwoven throughout everything, and we point them out which buckets you fill in as we go through it. Okay, so that's the 8 health buckets. Now the other, or the second key pillar, which is also on the wall behind me, is what we call emotional frequency chart. Now this isn't ours. We've stolen this from Dr. David Hawkins, who developed this, known as the map of consciousness. We've renamed it emotional frequency chart so it makes more sense as we go through the program. Now basically what is mapped from 0 to 1,000 is the range of human emotions, which are all related to our vibration. We're all a mass of energy that's vibrating at all times. Now I'll read these out, maybe I'll see them on the wall behind me. It's 17, it goes from shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. Now you can see the numbers, for example, fear is 100, courage is 200, acceptance 350, love 500, peace 600, enlightenment 700 plus. Now we're all on that chart somewhere. The lower the emotion, or towards the bottom, let's say guilt and shame, the lower the frequency, the worse you feel. The higher you get up, the better you feel. Okay, now we all experience a whole gamut of emotions depending on what we're doing. Now this is referring pretty much to your resting vibration. So we're all vibrating at all times. Everything in the universe vibrates. So somewhere on that chart is your resting vibration. The whole program is based around raising your vibration, doing the habits, incrementally doing them till they become fixed, to raise your vibration. Each one will raise your vibration, multiply them all together, and you can start to move up this chart significantly. That's what the whole point of this is about. We often say this is a feel-good pack because it's nourishing your mind, body and soul in many, many different ways to feel better about yourself, to make your body feel better, to raise your vibration. It's effectively the law of attraction in this chart. We've got a separate model for the law of attraction, but what's happening is law of attraction states everything vibrates at a certain level and attracts events, circumstances and experiences on that level of vibration. So if you're vibrating at anger 150, you'll attract events and circumstances that bring you more anger. If you're vibrating at love at 500, you'll attract experiences, events, circumstances that bring you more love. Okay, it's very straightforward when you understand this, and you'll see this is, especially advanced habits, we've got this everywhere because it's so important to understand why we're doing what we're doing. Now, they say it's been mapped by the experts. It took 30 years for David Hawkins to put together through kinesiology to map it all. And they say 75% of the population are below 200, which is quite worrying because the real changes happen above 200. And there's only a couple of dozen people, if that, above 600 enlightenment. Okay, which is surprising, really. Even the most spiritually developed people, still very few get above 600. Now, what I want to do is give you a quick example from his book so you understand how this relates, because this is so important. Wherever you are on that chart determines how you see the world around you. Now, I'll switch to the book. Pathway. This is Letting Go, the Pathway of Surrender by David Hawkins. A little excerpt that he's used, so it's his example, but it's quite profound how this example, how your vibration will change what's going on around you. But you quickly get this. So the example is given that we've parked our car, and just as we get out, the car parked in front of us backs into our car with a thud. Our bumper and front of the shield is dented. Here is what the different levels of consciousness might sound like. We're going from the bottom upwards. So shame. How embarrassing. I'm such a lousy driver, I can't even park a car. I'll never amount to anything. Guilt. I had it coming. How stupid am I? I should have done a better job of parking. Apathy. What's the use? Things like this always happen to me. I probably won't collect on the insurance anyway. There's no use talking to the guy. He'll just sue me. Life stinks. Grief. Now the car is ruined. It will never be the same. Life is grim. I'll probably lose a bundle on this one. Fear. The guy's probably furious. I'm afraid he'll hit me. I'm afraid to talk back to him. He'll probably sue me. I'll probably never get the car fixed right again. Car repair people always rip me off. The insurance company will probably get out of this one and I'll be the one left holding the bag. Desire. I can make a bundle on this one. I think I'll hold my neck and fake a whiplash. My brother-in-law is a lawyer. We'll sue the pants off this idiot. I'll get a settlement on the highest estimate and get it fixed at a cheaper rate. Anger. The damned idiot. I think I'll teach this guy a lesson. He deserves a good punch on the nose. I'll sue his pants off and make him suffer. My blood is boiling. I feel shaky with rage. I can kill the bastard. Pride. Look where you're going, you fool. Oh God, the world is full of such bumbling idiots. How dare he damage my new car? Who the hell does he think he is? He's probably got cheap insurance. Thank God mine is the best. Courage. Oh well, we both got insurance. I'll take down the data and handle it okay. A nuisance, but I can handle it. I'll talk to the driver and get it settled out of court. Neutrality. These things happen in life. You can't drive 20,000 miles a year without the occasional fender bender. Willingness. How can I help the guy calm down? He doesn't need to feel upset about it. We'll just exchange the necessary insurance information and be okay with each other. Acceptance. It could have been worse. At least nobody's hurt. It's only money anyway. The insurance company will take care of it. I suppose the guy's upset. That's only natural. Such things just can't be helped. Thank God I'm not running the universe. It's only a minor nuisance. Reason. Let's be practical here. I'd like to take care of it as quickly as possible so I can get on with the day's activities. What's the most efficient way to resolve the problem? Love. I hope the guy isn't upset. I'll calm him down. And says the other driver, relax, it's all okay. We've both got insurance. Yeah, I know how it is. It's happened to me just the same way. It was a minor dent and we've got it fixed in a day. Don't worry, we won't report it if you don't want to. We can probably deduct it and avoid raising the insurance premium. There's nothing to be upset about. Peace. Well, isn't that fortuitous? I was going to have that rattle in the bumper fixed anyway, and the fender has already had a little dent, so now I'll get it fixed for nothing. So, are you George's brother-in-law? You're just the guy I wanted to see. I've got some great business I think you can handle for me. We'll both benefit. You look like the right person to research it for us. How about a cup of coffee and we can talk it over? By the way, here's my insurance card. So that's the same company as yours. What a coincidence. Everything is working out for the best, no problem. Okay, now you can probably see yourself somewhere in there, but that just gives you an idea how, depending on the level of vibration, will depend how you react to a situation. The lower your vibrations down here, the more upset you like to be and react. The higher your vibrations, the more logical and empathetic to the other driver, and you look at ways of resolving things. Okay, it's very straightforward. If you feel you're at the bottom, don't worry. The whole pack is there to raise it. Every single one will do this. Now, we all live on this scale somewhere, and this is why most of the population are drawn to alcohol. Especially if you're lower down, alcohol makes you feel better and gives you the ability to jump up the chart for an hour or two. Same with drugs. If you're really low down and life isn't good and you take drugs, you can jump right up here, feel great. When the drugs wear off, you come back down. Now, of course, the point of the whole program is to give you methods, tools, technique, exercises to continually raise this with the habits so you naturally feel better. So you don't need external input, chemically induced, feel good things. You do it through your natural well-being. So you feel better, your energy and your level of emotional feeling naturally come up here, so you feel wonderful about yourself. Your health is great, your health is very vibrant, and then you attract what's on that level. Okay, it becomes a no-brainer once you understand this. Now, as we go through the program, particularly advanced habits, you probably get sick of me referring to this chart, but it is so important, because you'll see that's the underlying pillar for all of this. The 8 buckets, the 8 areas we're looking at specifically, but it's raising your vibration is the most important of all. That is your job at all times, to do the habits incrementally, the little actions to raise that vibration, because you feel better and you attract better things to you through the law of attraction. Okay, I've gone on long enough. So those are the first 2 models. You'll see I go into the third one, the mind body spirit connection chart, in the prologue for the advanced habits, and then we use all 3 in the advanced habits. Okay, that's enough for now. Thank you very much for watching.